Hey everyone. So Joel has asked me to talk about our time in Banff. So let's just say that we've been in Canada. It's going to be about 2 weeks by the end of it. And we arrived in Canada on a Tuesday, I believe the 9th maybe, and decided to go straight to Banff. So our first day at Banff, we went to the information center and we were told, oh, your first hike needs to be Sulphur Mountain. So we thought, okay, let's do it. Oh my goodness. So we ended up, by the end of the day, about 5 hours later, we ended up climbing 2,000 meters, 6.8 miles, and it was all uphill. Fortunately, we had joined ourselves to a German couple, Chris and Christina, and they were wonderful. They were very patient with us, and we all climbed it. It took us about 2 hours, and even though they said to try to make it 3 to 4 going up, Joel and I climbed 5.5 kilometers up this hill. As you can see behind me, we started way back down there. And let me tell you, most of the other people were smarter, and they took the gondola up and then hiked their way down. Joel and I, once we got up there and we got used to the cold, we decided to hike our way back, making it 6.8 miles in total. The next day we thought, oh, let's just kind of take a break, do more of a walk in the park, and that would be Bow Falls. Let me tell you, after going up and down and up and down, and up's not always easy, and down can be a bit strenuous too, I just realized these Canadians, they've got some mettle about them. But we did enjoy ourselves that day. The third day, we took off the number one thing on my bucket list. We hiked to Lake Agnes. Now our hike began at Lake Louise, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's a blue that is unearthly.
And it's quite a drive north of Banff
right.
to get up there.
Right. So we began that day with a gondola ride to look at the top of Lake Louise, and it was just amazing, guys. But with that one, you must take the gondola up and down. They don't let people hike because of the wildlife there. And we were kind of hoping to see bears at that point. Yep. He's got one bullet. It's not for Santa Claus, guys. So that we can cross that off our list and hopefully not see them in any other capacity, but we didn't. So we got to the top of Lake Agnes, and again, guys, it was all uphill. And we ended up going to the tea room, the tea house, and it was amazing. Yes, it was raining on us, but you know, that didn't break my spirit at all, because we had tea at the end of our meal. We had tea in the rain at the top of Lake Agnes at the tea house.
With two nice young Christian ladies from Texas.
Yeah, it was really good.
Shared our table with them, and even some of our scones.
Yep, Joel offered them my tea biscuit.
And they offered me tea.
Yes, so it ended up working out beautifully. Okay, so then the fourth day, we thought, well, we really do need a break this day. And the only thing we planned, other than doing some window shopping, is to go to the cave in the basin. And what's really cool about this, and you know, we love history, is that this is where the Canadian national parks all began. And it began with some guys who were prospectors for the railway company, and they found this cave that had sulfur springs, and because of their find, people started to go there, and the government became concerned about damage to the land, and decided that the area had to be protected, and that was the beginning of the national parks in Canada.
In the late 1800s.
That's right, in the late 1800s. And then our last day, we thought, well, you know, we need to do something unique, so we went up Tunnel Mountain, right? Tunnel Mountain. Yeah. And that was maybe a third of the height of Sulphur Mountain, but it gave us an excellent view of Banff and the town of Banff. And so we've asked Gemma to include pictures here and there from all these excursions. And guys, I'll tell you, Banff is a definite place to visit, to see, and I highly recommend it. And I highly recommend that you do it in a van. because let me tell you, as my next part will be about flexibility. When you go to Banff, you need to be flexible because some of the places, like going to Lake Louise, requires you being there by 6 a.m. And other than spending a night there, and if you're not in a vehicle, then it would be hard. So we'll get to that in our next talk.
And I'll add this: if you're going, on a budget or whatever, to me, we've gone all the way up Icefields Parkway to Jasper, beyond Jasper, out of the park at the northeast side to get the real beauty and gist. If you just go as far as Lake Louise out of Banff, you've seen, I think, the highlights. Absolutely
That's right.
Beautiful.
That's
but Anna
right.
will tell you more about the trip up to Jasper and that in another video.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Bye.